And if a game gets vetoed, you are allowed to pick it again in the future, correct?
Yes.
Yes. For a different spot.
Fair enough. No, I honestly wasn't gonna try that. That seems like it wouldn't fly.
"25 years, 25 games, 5 people, 5 rounds. We're gonna let the wheel figure this out, and we are in for another episode of Certified Bad Takes."
Put 25 copies of everyone's name on
It
that.
only took you like 10 tries to get it right. Jesus.
Fuck you.
It wasn't 10, it was exactly 8.5.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we can't count the one where he sneezed.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I was sick for a while. Before we get going, everyone, this is Certified Bad Takes as usual. We are going to have a quick change of pace for the future of the channel, at least for the next couple episodes. We are going into episodic formats. Our episodes are going to get longer, but they're going to be split up into episodes. So this one is going to be, as I said, 25 games, 25 years. So we're going to be releasing them into 5 episode segments, 5 picks at a time. Yeah, that is the future of the channel for right now. So if you're confused by it, why it's coming out that way, well, watch this.
Because you didn't watch this video.
Yeah, dummy. So
Insulting our viewers is a great way to keep them around.
I apologize. You are not a dummy. You are you right there are a wonderful person.
No, you're a dummy. You gotta rough the viewers up a little bit. Scuff them up.
We do all of this
Put 'em in their
just
place.
you specifically.
I don't. I do it for me.
So
You, Eric.
the new future of this channel does have all 5 of us, or at least we're going to try to have all 5 of us for as many as we can, because we think that we are at our best when we have us together. I'm excited to see what the future holds. Yeah, big heart.
Double check myself to make sure I was doing it right, because
All right, well, today, as usual, we have me, your host, Axel, the person that started this channel and somehow managed to talk the other 4 here to join as much as possible. We have Ben, the person that does all of our thumbnails, and I bother him for so much things in between the weeks.
hostage, somebody call someone.
Don't listen to him. He's
I've
fine.
already sent Kill Team 6 men. They're on the way.
No, they are not. Don't
Yes,
call
they are.
911. Then we have Karsten, the heart of this show, and also the better host, but I refuse to give it to him.
You know, the people have said, you already know what you need to
The
do.
people have said nothing.
A people's host.
We've got Luke, another one of our artists, who at one point is going to do our social media. I'm going to talk him into it. He doesn't know it yet, but that's going to happen.
Thinking of somebody
Yeah.
else.
We have to ease it in. Don't tell him.
And then we've got the chaotic energy, Eric himself, who honestly I think brings levity and calmness and pure chaos into this draft.
I am the epitome of calm and collected and good opinions. That's what everyone says when they meet me.
Yeah.
Why it's called Good Opinions Takes.
Good
yeah.
opinions takes, is that the new thing? I'm gonna animate a whole new logo for the good opinions takes.
All right, let's get that wheel going. And today it's not me. Look, my hands are not on the computer. They're not on the keyboard. They're not on the mouse. It's not
Yep,
me.
and they never were. He just makes up the list as he goes every week.
Have I faked the wheels? Yeah, almost every time I've showed the wheels.
This time that we know of at the time of recording.
Spin that
Someone-
wheel.
Someone did in fact say 25 names though, so for them I made sure that there are 25 names on this wheel. So it is all on brand. We've done it. We've dotted the I's, crossed the T's, we forgot about the J's. Alright, you ready? You sending it? Alright, go ahead and insert a drum roll now, please.
Before.
So that,
Ha! It was almost Ben.
Eric!
I was gonna call cheating until it got past
that
Ben.
is for pick 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5.
Oh right, the worst spots.
I wouldn't call those the worst spots.
They're the worst spots.
I'm pretty solid.
All right.
God damn it.
Next
So
spin.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It will not be snake.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, it's me.
So Ben will get 24, 19, 14, 9, and 4.
And we spin again.
God, let me have first overall.
Nope.
I mean, maybe.
How many vetoes do we get again? I think realistically 2 for 25
Yeah,
is
I think-
probably.
I think 2 vetoes is safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was fine.
All
You
right.
can only use one per pick, though.
So no 2 vetoes on the same pick.
And,
Yeah.
and if a game gets vetoed, you are allowed to pick it again in the future, correct?
Yes.
Yes. For a different spot.
Fair enough. No, I honestly wasn't gonna try that. That seems like it wouldn't fly.
All right, here we go. Second to last one.
Didn't somebody say something about like counter vetoes at one point?
We talked about it, but yes, I'm getting first overall. Yeah.
There's no telling what's going on number one.
There is telling.
It's gonna be Bloodborne.
You mean the greatest game of all time? There's a chance.
I mean, that's why vetoes exist.
Now I'm gonna have to pick it like later so that he can't.
Axel's gonna have to veto Bloodborne at some point.
I'll veto Bloodborne. Don't make me do something like
He's
that.
only got 2, and there's 4 of us.
Oh, why is it just spinning? Oh, did I?
You were third. Okay, so pick 25.
How the fuck do I even pick 25 before everything else? This is gonna be insanity. Like,
I mean, pick the game that you like. You think could barely make it on the list that we won't lose our minds at.
there's so many
Granted,
ones
we're
I
probably all
want
gonna
to
lose
put
them.
on the list, but like, I only have a certain number of picks, and at least 2 of them have to be good-ish.
Yeah.
Who needs to pick good games for the list?
Good-ish.
Goodish. Goodish. Goodish? Oddish? Oh my god, you're picking a Pokemon game. Alright,
Anyway,
it's time to start the draft.
Okay.
no. Well, now we're gonna get sued. Sorry. We can take it. We can try again.
Who watches ESPN nowadays? I mean, really. Eric, we are
So-
waiting with bated breath.
So here we are. I'm going back to, I guess, ones that are barely in the 25 years span. There's a few that I want to put higher up on the list here, but I think Soul Calibur 2 deserves to make 25th spot.
I'm about it.
That's a fighting game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think 5 was my favorite, but like it's not by much.
Yeah, 5 was good, but I guess I played a lot more 2, so I might be a little skewed there, but I think I like 2 more than 5.
Do you have the date?
2002.
2002? Yeah, 2.
Yeah, but Soul Calibur 2 is one of the most important. Like, it's top 3, 4 most important fighting games of all time.
Alright, at number 25, we got Soul Calibur 2. Pick number 24 by pick B, player B, which is
Oh no, that was me. I never thought I'd get this far.
Before.
Yikes.
How could
Hold
this
on.
happen to you?
How could I possibly have had to pick at my designated pick spot?
how could this happen to me?
Okay, yeah, I think I'll do this here. So I have not done this before, and this may be the only time that it ever happens. But I'm gonna pick something a little close to home. We'll go for number 24. We'll go with Apex Legends.
I wonder why that's close to home.
I couldn't begin to tell you.
I feel like if you're gonna pick Apex Legends, you should just pick Titanfall 2 and just make everyone happy.
I
so
would
here's the thing, I would say
consider
Apex-
Apex better than Titanfall.
I would say, I don't know if it's better, but I would take Titanfall 2 for this list over Apex. I mean, I'm going to take Apex over Titanfall. I think Apex in the long run has done more for the genre than Titanfall 2. And while Titanfall 2 is a really cool experience, I think Apex overall is more important.
What is the date for Apex Legends? When did it come out?
Something 2019. Something.
I was thinking 18.
Apex was 18, I want to say.
This
It
is
was
saying initial
2019,
release date
but,
February 2019.
February 2019. Yep. I knew it was 2019. I just couldn't remember the month off the top of my head. But yeah, no, it's one of the most influential battle royales. That one really accelerated battle royales in the market in general, and it introduced a number of like really game-changing systems that not only other battle royales implemented, but other games in general have just copied because it was just such a good idea, and so like it just made sense. It was so fluid in gameplay. It had some great innovations, so I think it deserves it. To be
It's
on
one
the
of those
list.
games that I'm just fucking terrible at. Player C, Luke. I was gonna say your last name because I have a habit of doing it, but I'm not gonna do it because we're recording a video and putting it to the world.
Are you trying to dox him?
Here, let me just hold up my address really quick.
Yeah. Would you like to
And
know my social security number?
please?
Yeah, for slot 23, when we're getting games in that like I don't know. I feel like Hunt Showdown should be on this list. Someone put Hunt Showdown here. That game is easily in my top 25 games, and I think the more people who play it, the more people's top 25s it will be in.
This feels
I
like
think it would be higher up than 23, but I'm fine with it being.
Higher up is in closer to like 55.
Yeah,
No.
I'm with
It's
Like,
like a
it's a
huge
fun
shooter
game.
now.
But
No, it's
Is
like a
it-
huge game now. Yes, it is. It's absolutely huge. It's extremely popular.
all right, it's extremely popular. 16,000 people playing.
Yeah, man. Like I think Hunt had a moment, but it suffers from the same thing every Crytek game suffers from. It's very pretty.
The thing that it has going for it, and the reason it deserves to be on this list, is because I love the shit out of it, and the people who play it love the shit out of it.
we are not making a list to be correct. We are making a list of the games we loved in the last 25 years.
Can I make you a deal? If you change
But
this
they're
pick,
also
I'll let you
correct.
have Dwarf Fortress here.
No.
Fortress is going much higher on the list, thank you.
I guarantee you it's not. I've
It's
only
not.
got so many picks, and we've got a lot of vetoes available.
Oh no, I've got 2 lists. Don't worry.
You've got 5 picks.
Okay, so here's the thing. Do I believe that Hunt Showdown is a top 25 games of all time? Probably not. Am I happy it's on this list? Fuck yeah, I am.
I mean,
Fuck yeah, I am.
I think it's top 25 in the last 25.
I can name 55 games that are better than Hunt Showdown.
No.
Hunt has 7,000 people playing right now. Its peak is 16,000 in the past 24 hours. Its peak all time, it didn't even hit 60,000.
Like Hunt feels like it's super popular, but in reality, it's kind of niche.
Hey, look,
But I-
y'all. If you,
And
Let
why
me.
would it?
I'll take Hunt down and I'll put up Genshin Impact. All right.
All right,
I
I'd
don't
rather
think-
give you Hunt.
I don't think it's based on popularity. I'm just like for a top 25. Man,
look, if y'all
You
don't
can
want
veto
to
it
hear,
if
you
you
have
want.
a veto.
I feel like I already see where this is going. Luke's strategy is to just pitch whatever to draw out all the vetoes so that he can force Dwarf Fortress on this list.
I made my personal top 25, and I'm gonna get those games on the list.
Oh my god.
I can almost guarantee you. Yeah. Okay,
All
sure.
right.
We're gonna let Hunt live here. I'll take that bullet.
All right.
I
All right.
have bigger fish to fry in this battle.
Ugh.
All right.
Like this game's stoned.
Oh,
I applaud the Hunt pick, Luke. I think
Thank you.
it shows real gusto. I think you showed real ownership of your pick, and for that I applaud it. I applaud it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You, my good sir,
Yes.
I applaud you. I applaud you, and I tip my hat to you, sir.
Appreciate the encouragement.
Don't
I
let
applaud
them
it
bully
too.
you out of this. Don't let them bully you out of this.
with one hand.
While I respect you sticking to your guns, I think your guns are made of toilet paper.
For pick 21, I'm gonna pick Hunt Showdown 1896.
It's the same game. No, it's the same game.
Game. All right.
When did it come out?
But I came out in 2016.
No, it was definitely.
It was 16 or 17. I
No,
can't remember.
it was much later than. It was when.
No, it
after-
wasn't. No, it
Okay,
wasn't.
no, it
bro.
wasn't.
I'm telling you.
Stop.
Team.
Stop for 1 second. Luke and I played it together for the first time when it came out on PS4, and I was working at CK. So I can guarantee you it's not 2016.
It's just
Do you want-
because I was in my first.
I
second year
don't.
next
I don't want the.
The beta
early
was going in
access.
2016.
I don't want the
Yeah.
early access. I want when it was out.
2019.
Thank you.
Initial release date 2018. February 22nd.
Early access was
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah, I
Full
know.
release,
I knew for a
2019.
fact it wasn't 2018 because I arrived at Seattle in October 2018, and Luke and I didn't start hanging out till like early 2019. So I knew for a fact I was right on that one.
Yep.
If this was how spicy pick 23 is, this is gonna be a video.
Okay. It's
You,
my pick.
22, Karsten.
StarCraft 2: Wings of Liberty.
Solid pick.
It's fine.
Yeah, and it's
Wings of Liberty.
yeah. This is the first. It's the first part of StarCraft 2.
What's the?
you can just call it StarCraft too. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
feel like you
called
have to
StarCraft
take a.
It's from 2010. It's the last truly great RTS. We haven't really had one since. We're finally getting a return of those games with Dawn of War 4 this year, and like it was the last hurrah. And there's a reason like to this day people still play it. It's fundamentally esports. Like yeah, the game's way too important not to me.
for
And there's just so many different ways to engage with it. Like, it's got a great campaign. It's got a great, like, ranked mode. It's got great custom games. It's got, like, every way you want to play a game, you can play it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a lot of modern games and even entire genres of games today without RTS games. Like League of Legends, MOBAs in general would not exist if it was not for Warcraft 3. And StarCraft 2 was like the pinnacle RTS game, right?
Yeah. Well, I think StarCraft 1 was the pinnacle, but...
Sure, but StarCraft in general just represents like the peak of what RTS can be, and more explicitly, I've mentioned this to you guys before, but like the birth of the esports kind of environment as it is in modern day gets its roots in, I mean, things like Unreal Tournament and whatnot, but also like heavily in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, because it was adapted from the Koreans who have competitive StarCraft as one of their main sports.
I've never played it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest about it. I've never touched that game. Never played it. Never seen it.
Huh?
I have no idea.
I've never seen. You know what?
Don't ask.
I'm not going to ask a question I don't want the answer to.
All right. But he has seen active gameplay of pick number 21.
Which is his pick.
I'm not sure he has. He could pick something he's never seen gameplay of.
Here's the thing. I'm torn on two games that are from the same
The first one.
series, same company, came out, I think, within 4 years of each other.
I think in Left 4 Dead 2.
No, Left 4 Dead 2 is like top 3 games of all time. That's
It definitely doesn't even hit 25 for sure. Terrible.
Please continue with pick 21.
Let's get this real clear. I'm not looking to be objective.
Well, we'll all make subjective picks. You'll all make subjective picks, and I'll make objective ones. That's how this works.
Yeah, you're picking Dwarf Fortress. We all know that these are not objective picks.
Objectively,
Keep
one of
this
the
up,
greatest
and you're
games of
not
all
even
time.
going to have picks.
It's objectively one of the games of all time, I guess.
Yeah, Axel, what's pick number 21?
What two is it between? We should say.
Look, there needs to be an Assassin's Creed in this tier. Yes.
I think there needs to be one.
There needs to be an Assassin's Creed in this list. I think it needs to happen in the first 5 picks of the 25 list.
I would agree that's the only spot that it belongs.
The question is simple. There's only 2 of them that I view as top tier. There's only 2 of them.
I'd say 3.
No, I'm gonna stick with 2.
Yeah.
All right. Lay it on us, Axel. What are the 2?
I'm hesitating between Assassin's Creed 2. My problem is if I do 2, I don't get Brotherhood or Revelation. I just get the original one, which I think is a miss because that game, you need the 3 games for it to be a masterpiece. And fucking Black Flag.
I think you know what the choice is
You
here.
know what the choice is then.
I think you two are saying different games, and that's the funny part.
No, I don't think so.
I think
we're on the same page.
I think you know what the choice is.
All right, then I'm going Black Flag.
It's
Then.
Assassin's Creed 1.
That's the choice.
Hey, like, I like 2, but you need 2 sequels to make it a complete package. The answer becomes 4.
But
Yeah.
I do think that 2 with the 2 sequels are by far the best Assassin's Creed games.
But we're not picking franchises here.
Yeah, I understand. We are here to have a discussion about the pigs, right?
No, we're just here to fight each other.
I didn't understand that. I thought we were just bitching about other people's picks and telling them why they're wrong.
I mean, I think that's kind of the plan, right?
I was under that understanding.
Y'all are doing a good job if that's what you're looking to do.
I mean, I'm doing what I thought we were supposed to do.
Sometimes you just got to come in with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Got to knock out some walls.
You're right. I will be putting another Ubisoft game later. Good call, Ben.
Aren't friends forged in fire or something?
Basically. So, yeah, that's the first 5 picks of the top 25 games since 2000. Let us know what you think. Are we out of line? I think we might be. We're all over the fucking place. Let us know what your top...
Just a little bit out of line.
Just slightly.
Just
Just a bit outside.
We're skipping on the rails. We're not off the rails just yet, but we're bouncing.
We can get way more off the rails, and I'm pretty sure we will. Because someone thinks that Dwarf Fortress belongs on the top 25 games.
You want to see how far
Someone is
off?
right.
Yeah.
Someone is very wrong.
So definitely let us know what your first 5 games are, what your 20 through 25 is down in the comments. We love to interact. And definitely come back for picks 20 through 15, where I guarantee this thing is going left.
I have a sneaking suspicion vetoes might be coming in play at that point.
Shut up, it's my turn. I'm doing this. Okay, all right, welcome back. If you're joining us now, then that means you probably watched the first 25 to 20 picks. If you didn't,
Hopefully.
then maybe go watch that one first, and we may link it somewhere. If not,
Right
it'll
here.
be there somewhere.
Right here. You just can see
Okay, it's right.
sure
It's
it's
right
not gonna be
wherever
right
he's
here?
pointing.
I think it's gonna be
It's
here.
somewhere or not. I don't know. But go
Here?
watch that
No,
one,
it's-
or
it's
don't.
definitely gonna
Stick
be here.
around. That's fine too. But we're doing top 25 games of the past 25 years, years 2000 to 2025. So we're gonna pick up with pick number 20, and that means we're going over to Eric, who's got pick 20. So let's get into it.
Interesting. Pick 20.
I like
no
that, man.
more games that I believe belong on the list, but I don't believe are in the top 10. It's going to get much more interesting once we get under 15, because then it's going to get real tight. But for now, I think I'm going to go with Borderlands.
which one.
First one.
I'm going to go with 1. I think that 2 is a little better of an overall game, but I think 1 sets up really good stuff for the franchise, and I think has a lot of mechanics that are better than in 2, and it's my favorite one.
Interesting.
I feel like that would be a spicy list to have Borderlands 1 and not 2.
Well, I mean,
Though I
we're
respect what you're doing.
We're definitely not having both. I'm saying that right now.
I don't think we should have both
think I
either.
was the only one picking Borderlands, and I went with 1.
I
I like 2
Fair enough.
so
I
much more.
honorable mention 2 because it's a great game. It's the most complete of them because they put the most time and effort into it.
The first one?
But no,
Second one.
2. But
The one that you're not
overall
putting
as a
on the list
game,
is the one that's the most polished and is the most beloved and the one you think is the best game.
the one that they put the most time and money and effort in. Yes, I think has
Okay,
more
I
than
just want to
their
make sure we were on the
initial-
same page about snubbing the one that you said you like more.
I like 1 more. I like 1 as a game more. That doesn't mean that it's like Borderlands 2 has a
Like-
lot more content because Borderlands 1 was extremely good and successful, so they had the money to invest a lot more and the popularity to put a lot more into Borderlands 2.
There's like
So
some
are you-
franchises and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Between these two properties, this one is like technically a more complete product with like better story, but I just like this one. And that like
Are you calling Borderlands 2 Return of the Jedi?
no, that's 3.
What's
That's
wrong?
absolutely.
What's wrong with Return of the Jedi?
It's definitely
Yeah.
the most marketed of the original trilogy.
Ewoks.
It's
Yeah.
the weakest of the 3
Are
for
we really
sure.
about to say that Ewoks aren't fucking awesome? Is this really the group that we are in?
I wouldn't
They're
say they're not
fine.
awesome, but I would say they're
I-
clearly a marketing decision.
Star Wars fans, man. I swear, I'll never get them. They get given cute
Listen.
murdery bears and they don't like them.
I didn't say it was bad.
About Ewoks.
Nobody here is
Um,
saying the Ewoks are bad. We're saying they are the definition of marketing inclusion.
I'm saying you had a 9.5 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, and you followed it up with an 8.2 out of 10. It's still good, but there was definitely some marketing there. But then they decided to follow it up with a hot pile of like 5s.
Eric, what year was Borderlands?
We don't have to go there.
2009.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah, we'll
go
cut all the
to
Star Wars
the
anyway.
next pick. Star Wars draft will happen one day. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
this group is going to have some fucking feelings. We're going to do every IP for Star Wars that is canon. All right, pick number 19. Ben.
It's me. Again, was less ready than I really should have been.
The problem now is that we're doing this with 5 people, so we all only have 5 picks, and that feels really difficult to make choices like that.
Yeah, and
you gotta
it's
make 'em-
only going to get tighter.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because my last 3 are like things that I'm going to try to fucking force in no matter what.
So I think at 19, I cannot justify putting this any higher, but for the same reason that Assassin's Creed needs to be on this list, I think this franchise needs to be represented on this list. So at 19, I'm going to take Pokemon Crystal.
I think that's a fine place. Like, Pokemon's
I think it's
important,
fine.
but the RPGs themselves aren't. Like,
I
yes,
get
they're fun, but like, any game where I have to make up a stringent set of rules that are kind of like bleh to make the game more interesting, I'm like, it's fine.
It's definitely a bit of a game of a time and place as far as like what makes it great. Nowadays, I don't think most people grow up and play the modern ones and are like blown away. I'd be interested to see in a few years, like kids that are young right now, kind of how they feel about it, if they are even remotely interested in it, or if it's literally just a nostalgia machine for, at that point, 40-year-olds like
I think you'd be
myself.
surprised how many kids consistently have played it as they
Yeah.
grew to like 5 or 6 years old throughout the last 15 years.
I
Go to a
certainly
card shop
possible.
like during a Pokemon event, and you see like
It's
every
mostly kids.
age represented.
I know right now there's somebody from our friend group who is watching this video when it comes out going, why is it not in the top 5?
If Pokemon had kept the technical... Pokemon, when it came out, was a absolute technical marvel. The amount of content and stuff that they had packed onto such a small game cartridge, like, to the point that, like, they used every byte of memory very, very efficiently, which led to some hilarious speedruns and hacks and fun things like that. Like, Missing No is literally just a byproduct of how efficiently packed those games are. If they had kept even remotely close to that kind of a trend of technical innovation over the years, I think we'd be looking at this much, much higher. But the Pokemon Company, I think a lot of people would probably share the opinion that have not invested back into Pokemon in a way that I think most of us really would have liked to see. You know, you look at games like Breath of the Wild and whatnot that are on Switch, and those things are stunning, and they're running on a Switch. But Pokemon runs on a Switch with lower graphics, lower res, like everything, and still has performance issues, right? Like, I don't know what... I mean, I'm sure it's timelines and releases and things like that, but it has not aged as well as many of us probably wish.
All right,
Silly me.
pick 18.
18. It should honestly go higher on this list, but I'm gonna slot it in where I can. I'm gonna put Dwarf Fortress here.
I'm not even gonna write it down.
I'll let him have it at this one because it's just gonna go higher, and this is gonna turn into a whole thing.
I'm trying to do some math real quick.
We would all have to save our vetoes.
I understand that. I'm trying to see how many it would take and how many realistically need to be saved for other purposes.
There are 6 vetoes, and he has 4 picks, including this one.
What? There are 8 vetoes.
There's eight vetoes.
Or 8 vetoes, sorry. I don't know how to count.
Yeah, so he would have 3 more chances, which would automatically you have 4 vetoes. 4. It's close. It's the problem in my mind. It's too hard to determine how much people are gonna fight to be ridiculous just to bait out vetoes in the top 5.
I think there's gonna be some meta around that just to like prevent. It's all about the number 1, right? So you got to pull things out of that. You got to look at number 2.
So here's my honest feedback about everything that's happening right now. If you, the player that is playing this draft, is putting their favorite game on the board, I will not be vetoing it because I expect the same kindness back to me when I put my favorite game on the board.
It's not part of the deal. We know that's not how this channel works.
That only works until we get to the top 10. Then the top 10 have to be relevant to the top 10 and their realistic order.
Would we like AI to weigh in?
No, 0%.
No,
0%.
not even a little bit.
You don't want ChatGPT?
I want
Dwarf Fortress. It sounds like Dwarf Fortress made the list.
Make your case.
It is a incredibly ambitious game that's been in development for a long time. Honestly, the release was more of a formality than anything. It's still in development to this day. It has a incredibly passionate fan base that loves it. It is it's incredibly influential as far as games that have come after it. Like a lot of the big games of today, Minecraft was largely inspired by it. A lot of the immersive elements in Breath of the Wild, not from that specifically, but from its like immersive gameplay style, something that it is not immersive, emergent gameplay. I don't know, it is a beautiful, wonderful game that has been beloved for a long time, and the people who play it play the shit out of it.
I will say this. I don't know that it's actually a game. I will not get into that argument right now. We can have that debate later. I don't necessarily think it fills all the criteria to be a game as much as it's a Rube Goldberg machine. That is how I feel. It's the same problem with RimWorld. It's the same problem with RimWorld. It's the same problem with any game like this, where it's like,
If a game store sells a deck of cards, man, like, sure, you make your own game out of them. The deck of cards isn't itself a game, but you sell it as a game, and it's in a video game store.
There's less than 1,000
selling it.
players playing it concurrently each day. The peak was 28,000 4 years ago.
That's on Steam specifically. Most of the people playing are offline or got it for free.
Offline is still on Steam.
Yeah, you're still playing it through Steam even if you're offline.
yeah, and Steam records that. Like,
Regardless, tons of players play it the free version since back in the day.
The only reason I'm really considering this is because Steam has the Steam reviews are at 10 out of 10. IGN's at 10 out. Basically everyone I can find, there's several of these listed that are all 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 4.9 out of 5. Like, if it's that beloved, I'm willing to consider it, even though I would call this a cult game, and that's probably being generous.
like it's this. Ben, I'm with you. It's like, great. It's beloved by 6 people sitting outside with a Dwarf Fortress sign.
I think that's derivative a little bit. I mean, obviously that game is played by more than 6 people, and the people that play it fucking love it. I think this is the Hunt Showdown idea again. Just because it's not a massive amount of players means it doesn't deserve to be on the top 25 list. I find that a silly reason.
That's not my main reason.
I mean, that's the reason you just literally brought up.
But the point
So
I'm making
I'm using the reason that you just used.
right, but the point I'm making is we come out and say, well, it's the biggest thing out there, and then we're like, but is it? It's a little bit of a bad faith argument on both sides. That's what I'm saying. It's like we can make
There's
any
points
game
between
sound
the points.
Yeah, like we could make any game sound like, oh, this is the biggest thing on the planet, when in reality, the biggest thing on the planet is Roblox. Is Roblox going on this list?
It could.
It's not.
Any of us gonna put it there?
I'm just saying it could. I could maybe put it on. I've thought about it.
Did you?
No,
Not until right now, he didn't.
but to prove a point, I might.
Did I make it? Am I on the list?
I'm gonna let
Not
it
yet.
slide only because I don't want this high. I
That's
just don't.
fair.
I think it's a great pick. I like the pick. I think it does a lot for that genre, and it great. Like every game that looks like it, yeah. Just because you disagree doesn't make it not true.
That's the point of vetoes.
Like if you're unhappy with a pick, veto it.
I'm unhappy with it. I'd be a lot more unhappy with it at a
higher point.
Yeah.
We're playing a giant game of chicken right now.
We are.
Yeah.
The problem is if it gets vetoed here, I'm forced to veto it later when all of you have wasted your vetoes.
Again, that's why we're playing. We're playing the world's biggest game of chicken. We're all staring at a brick wall, hurtling towards us, and none of us can blink.
How many Steam reviews does this game have?
Maybe 5,000.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not very many. It's not very many at all.
I should stop asking questions for the integrity of your pick.
Yeah, you're not helping him.
Yeah, the more you look into it, the worse it gets.
I think it's amazing.
The more I'm looking at this, the more I want to veto it. We need to get to the next pick before I veto it. No, you know what?
All right, I'm picking next. All right, it's on the list. 18
Hold on.
Dwarf Fortress.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Continue.
18 Dwarf Fortress. We'll all be angry. We'll all be angry about this forever and ever.
It's okay, people in the audience. We can pretend it was a top 24 list.
It's still not 25th.
Till-
The people in the audience
We're
are going to
just
be
writing it off the
didn't
list
make the top 10.
entirely.
Until I
just
have to make the
goes-
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Nothing
We
but
just-
Dwarf Fortress.
We move up everything else in the count that we've already picked, and Dwarf Fortress goes off. We can pretend it's a top 24 list.
All right.
All
To
right.
go back to the conversation about our group, there's somebody in our group right now doing a whole fist up, excited that it's on the list. We have one
Yeah, and
person
they also
from our
want
group.
Satisfactory at number 1.
I need to make sure that Bloodborne doesn't get its spot number
Whoa,
1, because it's not a number 1 game.
Whoa!
It's
I
not a
need to
number
make
1
sure that
game.
other
It's
things
not.
Whoa!
don't
It's not a
make
number 1.
the top when they don't belong there.
Wow.
If you realistically want Bloodborne on the list, you should pick it at 6th.
Man, that was a divisive pick, Luke. Can you stop starting shit between
Alright, there we
everyone
go.
for this?
People,
Alright, sorry,
people
we're
need
back.
to get more cultured on their games.
More cultured. You mean all 22,000 of them? That's
that was-
22,000 total, not
that
even
was-
just upvotes.
Yeah,
that's
that
total.
was the peak of when it was free released. Its concurrent players is under 1,000 daily.
No, it's been free since forever.
It is
like,
not free. You are actively lying right now.
No, it's literally $30 right now.
If you want like graphics and mouse support, you gotta pay money.
Gameplay.
Okay, hold on. No. Now I'm vetoing the shit out of that card. Now I want to veto the shit out of that game. Now it cannot exist on this fucking list. Nope. I'm sorry,
It's
Luke.
not a game.
You have ruined this for yourself. Dwarf Fortress 2022 has been vetoed. It does not exist. I don't give a shit.
So, Slot 18 is now Bloodborne.
I mean, I can see Bloodborne at 18.
You know,
18
honestly,
is
I can
a
think
spot for Bloodborne. I can't think of a higher slot I'd want it in.
I'm actually good with Bloodborne at 18.
It's on the list.
I think it belonged in 10 through 15, but I am not going to veto it.
I agree. While I think Bloodborne is a great game, I agree this is about where it should fall.
Well,
and I don't like Souls games, and I'll say Bloodborne's a great game.
Yeah. No, that's a real good game. A lot of people love it.
I wonder who those people are.
Well,
You know,
I think she was higher.
I tricked y'all into putting Bloodborne in the top 25.
Oh yeah, I had no doubt.
I was never gonna put it in the top 5.
I don't believe you
No.
for a second.
It would
That
have.
is cap.
Trying to convince.
It would have never fucking been allowed. Zero chance. I'm the only person in this group that has any love for that game. Maybe Ben.
I think we all care for it at least a
was
little.
gonna say,
Eric
I
has never
think
played it. Eric has never played it. Karsten doesn't play Souls games, and Luke has barely touched that game. I was planning on putting Bloodborne at 11. 18, not a big difference.
Sure.
This is a fine pick. It's a bit low for me, and to me, it's my number 1 games of all time. But I know it's not in the top 10 games of all time. But to
All
me,
right.
it is.
I will also say, brother, thank you for taking the bullet.
I had to get out of there at some point.
to get to Dwarf Fortress off of this.
Just died
I
for the
was
sin.
so for it, but he just kept talking about it, and it kept getting worse.
Pick number 18 is Bloodborne. Pick number 17. Okay, I gotta think here.
This draft was a bad choice. We made a bad decision.
I don't know.
We're
I
all
think,
too
it's
invested.
going,
We'll
I think
have-
it's going about as best as I expected it to.
Yeah, we're in here. We are down this hole.
It's
We
so
are
much,
3 picks into this video.
It's so much more messy than I thought it would be. I'm gonna be honest. Holy shit.
It's
I
probably
love
gonna be
it.
our best episode ever. Pick number 17. I'm going Persona 5. I think it
You
is.
sure are.
I only have one
I think-
veto left, guys. Don't make me.
Yeah.
Don't even. I'll veto your veto.
I absolutely think it deserves it. I think it's one of the best. It's one of the best JRPGs ever made. It's better than most Final Fantasies. Like, there's a lot of people like Claire Obscure doesn't exist without Persona 5.
Correct.
Claire Obscure is French Persona.
I'm not a huge fan of the Persona games, but I can still acknowledge that Persona 5 is very important and very well liked. And I am fine with it at this spot. I don't think I would have been fine with it going much higher, though.
Man, Persona 5, I've been told since I love fucking Claire, I should play Persona 5. I've also been told I need to play the other fucking weeb game.
Metaphor?
Metaphor, Refantasio.
I think you would really enjoy Persona 5 if you could mentally get past the animation. But I don't think you'll be able to get past it.
I think you're correct.
What? The animation.
It's
It being anime
Yep.
styled. Like,
just
it's
not an
not-
anime person. I'm not an anime person.
Have you watched Ghibli movies?
Nope.
You please God.
just Ben, that's where you stop. That's where you just give up.
No,
It's not worth going down that road.
I have to steal this episode for like 30 seconds here. Axel, please God, go watch a Ghibli movie.
My
I
wish
will
list.
do this.
My wish list on Letterboxd, the first like 10 movies are all Ghibli movies. I can't sit down and watch a fucking I have no interest in it. I just need to be forced into watching the first one so I can just get through them.
Go watch.
Spirited Away.
That is a fantastic starter movie. It's a little slow to start, but it's so interesting.
You all agree on 2 Ghibli movies. Send them to me and I will watch them this week.
I will send you. I won't send you a Ghibli movie, but I will send you an anime movie I know you'll enjoy.
At 16, your boy, the man with a plan, who's totally not saying a whole bunch of things to waste time to have time to think.
He would never do that because he
Not
complains
ever.
when I do it every week, so he would never do that.
I'm going to pick Destiny 1.
Fuck, I was gonna pick it higher than that. I was gonna try and put it at 10.
Destiny 1.
Yeah,
I think it belonged in the top 10 personally, but
if Bloodborne
It's had
doesn't
so
make
many
the top,
misses.
if Bloodborne doesn't make the top 10, Destiny doesn't make the top 10.
Destiny did a lot more as a for a franchise and as a game than Bloodborne did.
They dove into a heavily saturated market, carved out a niche for themselves, and redefined live service. I think they did a pretty good job.
Which
They were
I
also
do
like the first
hate
MMO
live
shooter.
service. Like,
Sure, and you're totally entitled to that opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you.
like, don't get me wrong, I played the shit out of it, but like the second I fell out of it, I was gone, and I was like, every time I tried to give them money, I was like, I still can't get any traction. Like,
That was my issue with Destiny 2. Every time I got off, getting back on is just impossible.
Right, but it's like an MMO.
I-
You've got to have momentum for games like that because it's an MMO with guns. They want you have to stay on the treadmill once you get off. It's like unless somebody's going to like walk you through everything, it's just impossible to get back on.
While Destiny 1 I never fell off. I was there for the entirety of the history of Destiny 1.
You played.
It was also a
consistently.
much shorter time.
I don't think it was much shorter.
Oh, it was wait.
I think it was only like 5, right?
5,
And
Yeah,
the current one's
Destiny
like
1 was only 3 or 4
10.
years.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
maybe it was even shorter.
Yeah.
because they had to get off of PS3 to get on the PS4.
Yep. They did an expansion every year, and then they ended it a year after that.
3 years, yeah. Y'all were right. 3 years. I was there for all 3 years. Is that why Destiny 1 doesn't feel like it outstayed its welcome? Destiny 2 just feels like it outstayed its welcome.
Yeah, because by the end of nearing the end of Destiny 1, like the last 6 months, maybe close to a year, it started to feel too saturated. Like weapon-wise and armor-wise and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, my pick is Destiny 1. It could be higher, but I'm happy with it being right here.
It's not far enough down the list that I am complaining about it. I just think it would be high. It should be higher.
Just one thing, I think our second group of games compared to our first group of games, our second group of game is a better group of games than our first group of game. So, we're done a decent job at least with that list.
We're getting somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, that was 2016. Maybe a little bit better than the first one. Maybe we're learning. There's still a lot of time for this to go real sideways. We'll see. I didn't keep track of how many vetoes there were, but there's some drama or whatever. Anyway, this was he's got one. That's what he is.
One singular veto has been
One
played.
veto. All right. Well. All right. So that's the first 10 picks total, I guess. Down. We got 15-1. We're gonna be doing those in some upcoming videos. So be sure to check those out. They'll be linked somewhere on the screen. And yeah, we'll be sure to see you then. It's true.
Honestly, I'm not even sure these games are going to be better than the games we already picked. But we're
Honestly,
going
they
with
may
them.
be worse.
Here we go.
I mean, Bloodborne and Destiny 1 made it into the previous list. Good luck beating this list, dummy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this is going uphill. List going uphill. That one. You
Well,
guys are, I said it
Both
without any
ways
stuttering.
in the snow.
The good news, Eric, is that you're the first one to put a game on this list.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't
You're
let us down.
Oh, damn it.
He set it up and now he's about to let us all down.
There-
Save defeat.
So there's one that I think realistically should be higher, but I don't think I would be allowed higher.
You're welcome to try it.
You're not the problem, Ben. You
Oh,
would allow
well.
it.
Great. Then I'm just happy to see what happens.
I'm gonna go with Kingdom Hearts 2.
God damn it, I only have one veto left.
I think this is about right for KH2.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Being here.
Fucking
I'm
Destiny.
on board.
Fucking
My
Disney
gut
lovers over
reaction.
here.
My gut reaction is that I wanted it higher because I love the gameplay so much.
I mean, I'm with you. Like, I
Yeah.
think the gameplay on that game is amazing. It's made Final Fantasy what it is today. Like, you can draw a direct line to everything post Final Fantasy 13 and how those games play to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
The reason I think it'd be higher is just because the story is it's batshit. And like, I understand it. Like, I know what the fuck's going on, and I'm like, this is
It went very off the rails because they felt like all of their Game Boy games had to be canon before they established a strict storyline.
Did 358 over 2 not clear it up for you? Did Drained
So-
Up or Drop Distance not?
It doesn't really matter if it technically cleared it up. It made it worse.
No, it was the joke. I'm not good at making jokes.
Kingdom Hearts
So-
2, I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts. Look, we all have our misses in our
Oh
life.
God.
It's a little bit too much.
Some
on
of
the
us more
weird-
than others.
It's a little bit too
Mr.
much on
Anime.
the weeaboo side, which is why I
It's
haven't played it.
Not even.
It's
weeby at
literally a
all,
part
but
of
okay.
Final Fantasy. How are we gonna say it's not weeaboo style?
There are Final
Wait, so-
Fantasy characters in it, and they don't play almost any effect in the main storyline.
Cool.
The
It's a-
Final Fantasy part of it was the Weebus part for you,
yeah.
not the Disney characters running around in this weird, edgy, like semi-apocalyptic world.
You're
like-
not selling me on it. I'm gonna be honest.
It's
with you.
I judge weebiness by number of zippers, and
There was a
Well,
lot.
then we're fucked because there were a lot of zippers.
I've never seen so.
There was more zippers than there was cloth on
Hey,
this.
hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. 5 years ago, if you had asked me, Axel, do you like musicals? I'd be like, no, I fucking don't. And now that's like one of the things I listen to the most. People's opinions changes. I just need to find my entry into that world, and I just haven't found that entry.
I would argue that hero shooters today only exist in the capacity that they do because of the gameplay mechanics that things like Kingdom Hearts introduced. Like the drive mechanic is fundamentally just an ultimate that you charge up in combat, which is what every hero shooter and everything nowadays relies on.
All right, pick number 14, Benjamin.
I'm so bad at being ready for these. Actually,
almost-
no, I'm not. I know what I'm putting here. Because I'm not going to get it any higher with Elder Scrolls Oblivion's going here at 14. I don't think I don't think you guys are going to let me have it any higher.
I think of any of those, Skyrim should have made the list over Oblivion, but I'm fine
That's a take.
with it.
the people who play Elder Scrolls games really like the ones before Skyrim, from what I've seen. I think they're supposed to be really good.
Yeah, so like the reason that like people like, and a lot of people say Mario is a better game. And a lot of people will say that, was it not Redfall?
Daggerfall.
Daggerfall before it was better than Morrowind and whatnot. It's the typical thing, but like the reason why is that like the depth and complexity and like attention to detail and like love and like even technical innovation of the games at the times that they were released was truly industry changing. Modern RPGs literally only exist because of Bethesda and the formula that Bethesda created. I think Oblivion is the perfect balance of modern game that is playable even today and also still has a high level of attention to detail, a lot of like love and like emergent gameplay that comes out of things. Like all of the stuff where they're like go read the lore blobs or whatever, or you like secrets, those exist in Oblivion. They put the time to do that, and it was very frequent that those things existed. Nowadays, you may get one or two in a game, but for the most part, you just skip them because it's pointless. But like, that was the way that you did things back then. And a lot of games nowadays try to do those things. They're just trying to be Oblivion. And I think Morrowind is great, but Morrowind also just is not a very playable game anymore. It's so dated from a gameplay perspective that if you go and try and play it now, you're gonna feel more friction than fun, even though there's a really great core there of like interesting stuff. So like Skyrim is still good, but it's like that tipping point, right, where it has thrown enough stuff out the window, has gotten boiled down enough to be simple. It's fun, but it doesn't have that same love and like attention to detail that Oblivion has to me.
I
And now
was
that
gonna
I've sucked
say
all the
that
air out of the room with
I
a
think
monologue.
that all of the things that you had mentioned, Skyrim probably does better.
I disagree.
Realistically, I think that the problem with Skyrim is it's been made too many times. I think if you took both of them from their original states and both did the remasters today, I think Skyrim would realistically sit in your spot better.
No.
I don't think so. To me, I felt alone in Skyrim. In Oblivion, I felt like I could just stumble across things and just experience the game like an aimless idiot without a goal, right? And just still have fun. Skyrim is very much go to the city, find the waypoint, do the quest, and like you'll find some good stuff along the way, don't get me wrong, but there's so much just open, empty nothingness that like it feels like a barren northern area, which is I get what they were going for, but like, for example, one of the main plot points of the game is a civil war is going on. Where? Point to it. Tell me where the civil war is. I don't see it, other than one guy in a town that says, I'm at war with the other people. Do this quest with me. Like,
Well, there is a quest for it, but it is a singular quest.
yeah. It's you literally get introduced, like the first tutorial portion is like, that's Ulfric Stormcloak, leader of the rebellion. Like the first like 10 lines of that game set up the civil war that is then ignored entirely for 90% of the game.
I don't want to diminish Skyrim either. I think Skyrim is great.
Right.
But like things to do in open world-esque, I think Oblivion is a better game. It just, a lot of people didn't play it because they weren't old enough or didn't have it or didn't have a way to play it when it came out.
I also think that Oblivion probably has one of the worst tutorials ever. I bounced off that tutorial multiple times as a kid, and it took me being so incredibly bored and out of games to give it a try and to force myself through it. And when I got through it finally and experienced the actual game, it was life-changing.
Talking about bad tutorials, it's time for whoever to pick number 13. I guess that game probably has a tutorial too.
It does. It's a really good one.
Great
Although it's
leeway, Axel.
Look, man,
So you're dwarf in that tutorial, and then you may have to start over because your dwarf died.
you are kidding me. You are not doing this, right?
It's Dwarf Fortress.
You, God damn it! You've got
I'm
me.
using my
veto.
veto. We're not even having the discussion.
Okay.
Get that shit out of here.
All right. Just because it's one of the best and most beautiful games ever made, everything I look up, it says
not.
this is a game. It's in the video game section. It's fine.
I
This
would
is what
say for a one-person project, it's a great game. But as a game, it's not a great game.
First of all, 2 people with a lot of fan support, and recently they've had a whole team of up to like 8 people.
And maybe in a few tens of years, decades, it'll be a game. It'll be a great game.
It's one of the most amazing games ever made right now.
So please,
Who's going to
I beat that.
Karsten vetoed it.
And what's the game?
Yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Absolutely. I will give you
the
that
Mario
one.
Karts.
It
Wow,
was
this is
definitely
not-
the best of the Mario Karts.
I don't think it's the best one, but like, yeah, I rock with it.
Having played Mario Kart World, like that one might honestly, like that's a great game. Plays really well, but Double Dash just, I really wish they'd kept the two riders gimmick going for longer. That worked really well. Made co-op really fun. Had a really interesting set of techniques and stuff you could use while driving. Like just a nice sweet spot that a lot of the GameCube games had.
And the steering and everything felt better than a lot of the other Mario Karts. Like, I've played almost all the Mario Karts, and Double Dash is leaps and bounds ahead for me than any other Mario Kart.
To Luke's point, I will give credit to Mario Kart World. I just played it recently. It felt really, really good.
Is that the one on Switch 2? Is that the newest one?
That's one.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yep.
I have a Switch too. I should play it at one point.
Yeah, no,
No.
World is honestly the first one since Double Dash that I've played that I was like, no, this feels right to control. Like the ones in between, bounced right off them.
Is that
I don't
our,
know. Deluxe felt really good to drive in.
is that our
I like
first
Deluxe.
Nintendo game?
Which one?
No, I have Pokemon Crystal on there. Although it's Pokemon Company, so Nintendo adjacent.
Like it's Nintendo. Pokemon's only exists on Nintendo. It's a Nintendo. IP.
All right. Yeah, I like that pick. That pick is interesting.
All right.
Pick 12.
Yeah.
Are you going to, just so I know, are you going to be trying to put fucking
Dwarf Fortress at
Dwarf
every pick.
Fortress at every pick?
I mean, I can't put it at number 1, so no.
Well, it's because you don't have number 1 overall.
Yeah, if I have a pick, Dwarf Fortress is coming down the pipe.
We should have just put it at 25. We should have just put it at
No.
25 and been done
Nope,
with it.
doesn't belong on the list.
No, we've got enough vetoes. It's not.
Oh.
Negative.
Can we make it a top 26 list and give him 26?
But yes, we can give him the Nerf medal.
If we give you
Nah.
26, are you okay with that?
No.
Okay.
You can get one honorable mention.
Karsten, it is pick number 12.
I'm between putting New Vegas here, but I think New Vegas deserves to go in the top 10. I'm going to put Psychonauts here.
God damn it, I was so excited for Vegas. You said you're going to put it in the top 10?
You should put Vegas here,
I
because I don't think it belongs in the top 10.
I think for what that represents for the current formula of Fallout, unfortunately, I can't put Fallout 2 here because it came out too early. For what currently exists for like the Fallout games, I think New Vegas deserves to be in the top 10. I think Fallout is a seminal franchise in the games industry right
All
now.
right, so you're putting Psychonauts at 12.
Yes, but I do think Psychonauts needs to go at 12. It's a fantastic game. It's a wonderful representation of different mental illnesses and how people cope with them. I think it's Tim Schafer's best work, and to this day, I think it has impact on how games are made. And this, my shout out to Double Fine here. I think Psychonauts is fantastic.
Any vetoes for Psychonauts?
I'm thinking.
This feels like a game.
You know what? I'm gonna veto it. I think we can have a better list. And Psychonauts.
I think y'all are grossly
I think Psychonauts belonged lower on the list than this. I would have been fine with it on the list, but I don't think it makes.
I'm vetoing it for 12.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna put Street Fighter 4 here.
2 fighting games on one list.
You know, there might even be 3, so don't hold your breath.
Street Fighter, which Street Fighter?
Smash Bros.
Street Fighter 4. Like, the fact we got Street Fighter 4 first off is insane, because we were on Third Strike since like 99, and everybody was kind of like, all right, that's it for Street Fighter. We played Third Strike forever. And Capcom finally came around and was like, yeah, we think there's something here. And we're talking about revitalizing the fighting game scene after arcades died. The reason fighting games are going as strong as they are, the reason, like, you know, they're selling out the Vegas Convention Center every summer with EVO, and EVO is now a worldwide tour of its own. The reason Capcom Cup, you know, has a $2 million prize pool and we all watch in December is because Street Fighter 4 came back and brought everybody back to the scene. I will also say this. The first thing a lot of us learn in fighting games is like, yeah, you're going to suck. You're just going to take your lumps. Like, it, in a weird way, it's almost like being a fighter. Like, the first thing you learn in boxing is you get your ass beat for a while. But eventually you're going to be good at it. And it's just, that's also why fighting games are so relatable. Is because everybody, like, who's played a sport or done something understands, like, your first steps fucking suck.
It's like Rocket League. The only way to get good is to get good.
Yeah,
So, like, fighting games in general inspired some of the most important things in games nowadays, like button mashing and combos and things like that. There's literally entire programming patterns for, you know, to understand how to write those things efficiently because of how important they are and how the muscle memories of that people have developed because of things like that, like accounting for those in the like programming so that the game feels responsive. Like, the fact that we have to do that just speaks volumes to the fact that, like, people have just had their like behaviors and minds completely changed by the culture created by those kinds of games.
The idea of the word combo in video games stems from the fact that Street Fighter 2 had a bug in it allowing you to chain moves together.
Yep.
Like,
really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
Like, fighting games are so seminal, and like, if we're talking the past since 2000, you can't leave Street Fighter 4 off that list.
All right. Well, it is time to leave Street Fighter and go to a different game at pick 11. Ben, I have a question for you before I make my pick.
I may have an answer.
Are you planning on putting The Last of Us in the top 10?
I see. I'm on the fence, but I don't think I cannot.
Okay, because I need to know now, because I won't waste a top 10 pick, but I would waste the top 11 if you weren't gonna put it.
I suggest you take it if you want it on the list.
I wouldn't steer away from it because it belongs on this list, but I'm how high is definitely a question. I think it should be very much considered. Now. I think that's the territory we're in.
In good conscience, put it at 6. I mean, I could, but I think we're getting into veto territory at 6 with the other 3 players.
I think so too.
But I think at 11 to 8, there's a chance that it doesn't get vetoed.
I think this is the spot for it.
I think if you want it to definitely make the list, this is where you want to put it.
Look, The Last of Us is one of the best story narrative games I've ever played.
I think for the people that love that genre of game, it's probably extremely good. I think it, compared to other games to be considered in the top 10, I don't realistically think it gets there.
I'm doing it. I'm done thinking about it. I am putting Last of Us at 11.
I mean,
I think it should be in the top 10, but I think 11
that's a solid bar for the next 10 picks.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we
agree.
can do that.
I think it deserves to be on the list. I don't think it necessarily should make the top 10. I'm not saying there's a world where it doesn't. I'm just saying I don't think it deserves to be in the top 10.
I think
honestly,
it needs to be in the top 10. I do.
Interesting. So if somebody wants me to change that game, I need a veto right here or not?
The vetoes are too valuable for the top 10. Like, it can live here. I'm not happy about it. I think it's a top 10 game.
That's how I felt about it. I just never thought that y'all would agree to that.
No, I think it's Neil's best work. It's either that or Uncharted 2.
Uncharted 2 would be the other one that I would put on the list.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2 is too fucking long. If Last of Us 2 ends on a fucking tractor, I put that game at a 10 out of 10 and I don't feel bad about it.
So the problem that I have with Last of Us 2 is that it is not structured well. Because, and this is going to be spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, skip ahead however long you feel it out. One of the main characters that you play, Abby's whole buy-in to the game in general is that she finds her father murdered in the hospital, right? That is during the events, that is the end of Last of Us 1 when that happened, right? We pick up, we spend the entire first game building up a connection to Ellie and getting an attachment to her. The correct way, in my opinion, to do Last of Us 2 is to ignore Ellie for the first half of the game. Start with Abby.
Yes.
Start with the moment that she finds her dad. You build the connection to Abby up front. You justify her means, her reason to want Joel dead. You follow her there. You transition to Ellie as Abby arrives there. That's when you do the transition, because then you lose control over Abby. She does the unspeakable things, but you feel justified for her. You transition naturally as she arrives. It all makes sense.
So
and then you stay as Ellie until you get back. Correct. And then you stay as her until you get
better. That's way better.
You just sold me on having Abby playable in the game.
Yo, that is way better.
Yeah.
That is way better. Holy shit, that is way better.
Yeah.
Because you sell the game as a game that follows the same world, but it's a different story until you realize that it's her father that was killed. Yeah, no, dude, I'm sold. We need to see this as a fucking mod. Holy shit, that's so good. But we just got lost in the weeds on Last of Us 2.
No.
Last of Us 11, is it getting vetoed or is it not?
I think it lives here.
Going through.
Yes,
yeah, fine by me.
Vetoes are too precious now.
Yep, they're gonna get real important real quick.
All right.
We have to fight the tyranny that is Dwarf Fortress.
Well, that was 25 to 11.
Thanks.
That was the last 5 groups of picks that have been done. Now we get into the real nitty-gritty shit in the next episode. Please, we need your likes and comments to make sure that we are on the right path, because if not, we will allow Dwarf Fortress in the top 10.
We're not allowing Dwarf Fortress. So if you could comment and be active and let us know what you think, that'd be great.
Let them know they're wrong.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. And yeah, we're Certified Bad Takes.
Bye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Certified Bad Takes. I'm your host with the most, even though Axel keeps trying to take it away from me, Karsten. I'm here today with Axel.
We want
Ben,
Karsten. We want
Luke,
Karsten.
And Eric. And if you've been following along, we've been doing the top 25 games since the year 2000. So today we're coming to you with games 10 through 6. Things are going to get a little crazy. Things are going to get a little hot. And I guarantee you, we're going to get way more off the rails.
I think this is going to go perfectly fine, and there's going to be no surprises.
I don't know.
Well, I think we lost the rails a long time ago, and I don't think we're anywhere near finding them.
That's the problem. Our train went off the rails already, but now there's a big-ass brick wall in front of us to crash into.
We are flying through the air, barreling towards disaster. And we're going to hit it.
It's like a Call of Duty train crashing scene where just the train crashes for about 7 minutes straight, and you're just like, how are things still crashing? That's where we're at right now.
And just like a Call of Duty game, we know that it's going to crash, but we don't know why it's crashing until we put it out.
Exactly.
Also, if you're confused why this became a top 10 Call of Duty, it's because we truly believe that the top 10 are all Call of Duty games.
Also, we changed what we were rating from best games to worst games.
Exactly. So with that,
I'm not welcome here.
it's like I gotta see the way out. With that, Eric, take us to number 10.
Excellent.
Because you've had like 38 minutes of time to think about it
Yes,
now.
and yeah, you would think like 30 minutes, like that's so much time to think about it. I want it to be in the top 10, but I don't think it will end up getting in the top 5, which is my last pick, unfortunately. I'm going to go with Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, I'll give you
Okay.
that one. It's like it was the genesis of like the Soul series, and like it really set off that entire genre. So
Wasn't
It really
David
pushed
Max,
them
yeah.
forward. It really pushed them forward. The game and map design was absolutely phenomenal. Extremely clean gameplay for the time. Just overall, such an incredible game.
Yeah.
It feels weird that it's going to be Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne, but no Elden Ring in the top 25.
I mean, Elden Ring is a great game, but like it's a great game because they've built off of these other great games.
Yeah, to me, I think I really do see Elden Ring as kind of like the pinnacle of what the Souls formula has done, because it has done a lot of what all of the Souls games themselves did. Like it does still have linear levels in like kind of like sub levels and stuff, right? You get to a castle and that castle is a linear level. That is essentially what those typical Souls games are. But the level itself is wrapped in the open world container that lets you approach it from a number of different ways, and it makes it much more accessible to a wider audience, which is the problem that so many Souls games have had for so long.
You can veto it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just making the point that like I think Elden Ring is maybe, it's weird to say underappreciated, but maybe underappreciated within this group for what it does.
I agree with you on a lot of those points. My problem is that it is that way because of how much they've learned from the other extraordinarily good games, and that we're gonna have the same thing with the next one that comes out, because we get with every game he makes, we get closer and closer to what he is considering the perfect game that he wants to make, because he said that Elden Ring was much closer but not quite there. So every game he makes is going to get closer and closer because he's learning every time. And
I think putting Dark Souls 1, honestly, if somebody was like, here's the way I'm taking your Dark Souls 1 pick, is you put 100 Soulsborne fans together and you ask them to pick like one of the Soulsborne in a top 10, I think you get a 50-50 of Elden Ring and original Dark Souls. Either one of the picks. What?
I think you could even split again about almost every Souls game.
Dark Souls 3 has a solid portion of that.
And Sekiro and Bloodborne, sure.
Yeah.
I think the only one that doesn't get enough of the votes is going to be Dark Souls 2. My point is,
which is my favorite one.
There's 3 or 4 fantastic Soulsborns that if you picked at 10, I wouldn't question.
Yeah.
It's been picked. I just don't think there should be any other Soulsborne in the top 10.
You say that, but here I go. No.
Lies of P!
I agree with you. I think it needs representation. I think this is a good spot for it.
Yeah, like if somebody else had picked Elden Ring or Sekiro or Dark Souls 3, I would have not batted an eye.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, they were all considerations, but minor hedges got me for Dark Souls 1.
I think that's a valid pick, yeah.
Lucas, the next pick?
I think
Ben.
it's
Me.
Ben. Oh, Ben. Ben.
All right.
Pick number 9.
So this is gonna feel a little weird putting here, and I may get some pushback on this, but I'm ready to defend it. At number 9, I'm gonna take Guitar Hero 3.
No pushback from me.
3?
3 is the one that had Through the Fire and the Flames, which is the most iconic rhythm game anything that's ever been done ever.
Sure.
I had Rock Band on my top 10, so Guitar Hero 3 is a perfectly fine pick.
The only argument I would have is 2, because 2 was like the seminal Guitar Hero.
It was the best one.
Yeah. 2 is the one I had on the list first, and then I thought about it some more. 2 is the one that like nostalgia for all of us wins, but 3 is the one that like catapulted Guitar Hero to like astronomical heights.
I'm looking at the set list for
I
3
feel
right
like
now.
Whenever anyone thinks about Guitar Hero, it's Guitar Hero 2.
I think of 3 personally.
So the thing he's got me on is that nobody knew who Dragon Force was until that game, and to this day, people talk about Through the Fire and the Flames.
Man,
so I think he's got us on impact there.
That set list is fucking insane.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
2 and
2 and 3
3
are both great. Even one's not bad.
You
I
got
was considering whether we wanted rhythm games. I mean, like, obviously once somebody was like, I'm doing it again, but like, I didn't know if I wanted them on the list just because they've kind of disappeared. But like,
So is StarCraft though with RTS.
true, which is also a good point. But I don't know. But the fact that like the soundtracks like had that big of an impact makes it like the impact is there even more so than in like the gaming space, which is interesting.
I can still hear the rift of Black Magic Woman in my brain, and me just fucking like doing the wah-wah pedal like crazy. I can fucking still hear Bulls on a Parade for like the first time when I was a kid, which got me into Rage Against the Machine. I can still fucking hear Cult of Personality, and all I can think about is fucking CM Punk now. Like, that set list is, dude, the metal got me into Tenacious D. That game got me like into Tenacious D.
Like Freeze Pop, Let's Talk More Rock on Guitar Hero 2. Like,
Yeah.
dude, but like finding out who Buckethead was, trying to play that goddamn solo, like
fucking Sabotage by the Beastie Boys was like my entry to that.
Dude,
like,
the Beastie Boys fucking.
Dude, don't get me wrong, Guitar Hero 2 is probably the better game, but I'm looking at both set lists, and I think I have fonder memories of Guitar Hero 3. I'm perfectly happy with that pick. I think it's a fun pick. Yeah, I love it.
There's not enough for me to contest, but I think 2 has hedges on it. But
yeah, like I said,
not
2 was the one I had originally slotted in my list, and then as I kind of thought about it some more, I was like, just because of the impact of 3, I'm gonna give 3 the edge on that one. But like, I think it's kind of crazy the impact that Guitar Hero and Rock Band had, right? Like they introduced a generation to a lot of music that people had never heard before. And like, we don't have that nowadays, really. It's like, it's just like whatever you hear on the radio, whatever Spotify serves you up. There's no like, just you're forced to play this song, and then you just like through it, you find cool shit that you then start to listen to, and like your musical like tastes are changed by that. Like a generation's listening habits were informed by, you know, these games, which how many games can say that, right?
I think there's one more thing that needs to be discussed about that game. To compare 2 and 3 is 3 actually had a career mode. It's the first one that had the boss battles where you actually went versus bosses, which to me was a major part of the love of that game, is fucking like the back and forth, and you could play with your friends that way. Yeah, no, fucking A+. Love that game. Love that pick.
You just unlocked the core memory of playing the Devil Went Down to Georgia against the Devil.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah. 3 wins. Yeah.
Did Guitar Hero 3 also had 1, didn't it? By Metallica?
Yes, but it was just one of the regular songs. It was not a bonus one.
Yeah, it was. You played it like to get to the Devil. You had to play Metallica 1, Slayer, Raining Blood, and some other like ridiculous song. And then you have
Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. And Cliffs of Dover is the one you're thinking of, the ridiculous one, because the basic ass riff of like Cliffs of Dover is the like and it's just like a long string of just constantly
It's crazy how much this game affected my music taste.
Yeah.
All right, at 8, I believe it's Luke.
Yep. One of the greatest games ever made. Been in development for a very long
Oh
time.
my god.
It's already been vetoed.
I'm going with Dwarf Fortress.
It's been vetoed.
Ben already vetoed it.
You can't, like, what if I had said a different game? Would that have still been vetoed?
Yes.
I'm going to have to go with Shadow of the Colossus.
No arguments from me.
I have one
one
question about it.
Yeah?
Are you using the original, or are you using the remake?
The original.
Does it
I
matter?
haven't played the remake.
As long as the game is the same. Oh, sorry. Is it a remaster or a remake?
It's a remaster.
It's a full-on remaster.
I'm going with the original here.
Okay, because the remaster is actually
Same
better.
game.
It's same, but they
did
go
improve a
deeper
number.
on the stories.
Okay. I haven't
Didn't
played
they
it,
also-
but it's great.
Didn't they also improve the controls?
Yes, the controls are improved. They added a little bit more of the story, and it's fucking gorgeous. I completely understand taking the original one though, but the remaster is mint.
Glad to hear they did a good job. I mean, honestly, a game that was ahead of its time. There's games that are like nowadays being like, how do we get people to climb on these bosses? That seems like a really good idea. Like they didn't try it again for like 10 years, man.
Yeah, if you have a chance to play the remake, I really recommend it. It came out on PS4.
Oh snap! Yeah, I might pick that up.
And the original came out
Yes.
when?
2005.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
2005. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like that game, for how good it looks and how well it plays, is insane.
Fair enough. That is a great pick. Honestly, right now, we are nailing it in the top 10. I know it's gonna get fucking contentious, but we are nailing it.
I got a chance to fuck it up right here.
Dude, I almost don't want to make picks. I almost want to give up my pick rights.
Everyone else is doing so good. Just keep it going.
Pretty much.
Okay, so this is number 7. Fuck. Okay, there's so many games that belong to be here, but I'm just not gonna be able to get on this list.
Deceive Inc.
No. But at number 7, I'm going to put Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Like, there deserves to be a Metal Gear game on this list. Metal Gear 1 came out too early. I understand people think Metal Gear 2 is peak, and it is very good. But if there is one Metal Gear game you should play, either Delta or the original, it is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Is that the one with the boss that fucking, like, takes control of, like, reads your save files and shit?
No, that's Metal Gear 1.
Okay.
Like, if I could put Metal Gear 1 here, I would, but I can't. So I'm going to put Metal Gear 3.
2004?
Metal Gear 3, 2004. I believe.
November 17, 2004.
It's the one where you're basically playing a Cold War spy who has to go kill his mentor. You got to fight like a B-man, an astronaut that shoot fire at you, a dude who purrs like a cat and shoots revolvers. It's great. It is amazing.
Right now, the best year on the combining all of our picks together, the best year so far is 2013.
Shit.
2013 was a banger year.
3 games from 2013.
I really got to get into some Kojima games. Like every time I've heard about them, it's kind of like EVE Online, but I still want to play them more than I want to play that game. Where like I hear so many good stories about them, and I'm just like, I need to try this.
All right, that's what you got at number 6.
At 6. Oh, I hate this, guys. I hate this.
Wait, does this mean that it's almost?
I mean,
my
you're
turn again?
welcome.
Yep.
Yes.
Shit.
You're welcome to pick the one that I was gonna pick because I don't know that it deserves to be at 4.
I think it does.
Does it? Okay, I'm good with that.
I'm gonna
Remember,
be
you
honest
have
with
to
you,
convince
Ben.
3 other people that it deserves to be at
I'm
4.
gonna be honest with you, Ben. I would consider putting it at 1.
I mean, I'd take it at 1. It's my favorite game.
I would consider putting it at 1. That's how much
But-
I love that game.
Again, you have to convince 3 other people that that works.
We all know that the
So,
first thrown
Sure,
out
you
immediately.
can convince other people, then you should take it in the safest spot you can.
I believe that Ben loves that game more than me, and taking it from him feels not okay. Also,
Okay, right, as long as it makes it on the list.
I think it needs to be. Well, I think it needs to be in the top 5. So I'm not
All right.
putting it at 6.
I'm good with that.
Okay, I'm going with a heart pick. I am worried that it's going to get fucking nixed, and that would mean that there's not going to be any of these games on the top 25, which I would find to be completely wrong, and I would be really upset about it. I'm going with one of my all-time favorite games.
Vetoed. I'm joking.
You can't put Dwarf Fortress here.
Say Dwarf Fortress.
I'm going to make a pick for a game I know a few of you love. I'm going to take Resident Evil 4. I will take the remake just because it gives more of the story, and it's just better controls, better story, like everything about it is just better. I understand the love for the original, but to me, the remake is perfect. So I'm going with RE4, the full remaster.
Well, it's a whole different, like, yes, it's still got the core of RE4 to it, but they add like entire play sections.
Yes, yep.
They change like parts of how the game is. So like, it's its own thing, and it's crazy how good that game is.
Yeah, I'm picking RE4, the remaster. Remaster, remake, I don't give a shit how it's called.
That was a good choice because I'm not sure it should have gone higher than this. I do believe that one of them deserves to be in the top 15. I think it's a little high here, but I don't think it's too high.
I actually think it's.
I think this is about the limit of.
I think it should probably be in the top 3, but
I think it should be top 5, but maybe not top 3, but it should be in like. 4
I
or
think
3.
I think 6 is a good spot for it, if I'm being honest, because like it's one of those things where like you either love it or you don't care for it. I'm on the fence about it. I was never super attached to really any of the Resident Evil games, but I remember when 4 came out, it was all any of my friends would talk about for honestly, it was probably years that they kept talking about that game.
I gotta be honest, I have been thinking for the last 2 of my picks, maybe 3 of my picks, where do I pick RE2 remake and where do I pick RE4 remake? And I was like, I can only get one. I know that if I put one in early, I won't get a second one later. But I want to give a shout out to RE2. That game is also fucking amazing. Fuck, man. I absolutely love that game. If you've never played RE4 remake, please do yourself a favor. It's just a masterpiece.
All right, well, shit. That was picks 10 through 6. Actually, not off the rails. I'm proud of you guys.
That is our best group of 5.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know that we've ever made a better series of 5 picks in any video ever.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
I go from like, this is just a good list in general in my book. I'm really happy with this list.
I don't know what I'll add now.
I think
That the whole list, I'm not 100% sure about. Those 5 picks, minus Luke's obsession with trying to get nonsense on the list, was pretty good.
we're gonna have to start a second YouTube channel called Certified Good Takes. All the good videos will go there. This will be the only one on that channel so far.
Yeah, that was picks 10 through 6. Everybody, let us know what you think in the comments. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't. We think we did a pretty good job. Not too many misses there. It was pretty solid overall. We promise to get back to the bad takes from 5 to 1. But yeah, let us know what you think. We love to interact. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Roblox, Fortnite, all of those making the top list.
If you've been with us the whole time, you know, a little rough sled until we get to 10. But then last week, absolutely out of character. We were on point. So we promise this one a little bit more spicy, a little bit more off the rails. It's what you come here for. I think Dwarf Fortress has met its match.
I'm glad you guys accomplished the thing.
It was not a calculated thing, Luke.
I think calculating how many vetoes you have and how many picks I have is like literally the definition of a calculated thing.
We had this conversation in the last video where we literally went through every possible criteria that you were arguing in favor of it for, and not only after looking into it did we find that it was just not reasonably compared against anything else, but it just got worse the further we looked into it.
Because you guys care about that stuff way too much.
You literally were like, turn the graphics off and it's free.
The quality of the game, and it is an incredibly high quality game.
It's incredibly
Great.
high. I'm just not sure it's a game.
I offered it to you at 26.
It is listed as a video game everywhere. If it is not a game, then what is it, Axel?
It's an experience.
Telltale games are games. I'm not sure
So-
I'd consider them games.
My argument is not that it isn't a game. It's that it is a very niche game.
Yes,
It does not
that's-
belong on the top 25.
So it's not in a niche that you like.
If your peak player
I
count was
don't
like
think
20,000
that's-
players compared to
that-
all of the other ones on this list that like had peak player counts in the hundreds of thousands,
I wouldn't be surprised if it has more playtime total than a lot of these games.
I think that it's very high quality for the number of people working on it. I think the game has a lot of potential, but I don't think it is actually high quality when you compare it to other games.
how is every pick turning into a discussion about Dwarf Fortress?
Eric, make your pick.
I'm deciding between.
I do appreciate
I
how
think-
much he loves that game.
I
gotta
do
give him
too.
credit. I give him
I'm
credit.
feeling bad.
When we make the 25 to 50 list, it might make it a 9.
I'll definitely let it in the 25 to 50 list. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
I
one.
don't believe
I don't think it belongs on
in
that
the
list.
25.
Well,
Well, then you're the only one putting it up there, so
That's on you then.
So funny, Eric.
so I'm gonna put this here, even though I think it deserves to be higher. But I don't have any more picks, so I have to make sure that it at least gets on the list. And I'm pretty sure there's only one other person here that might, and I'm not sure that he's going to because he thinks that Dwarf Fortress should be there.
Well, he's got 2 picks basically because the first one's
I'm-
not getting through.
I'm gonna put Super Smash Brothers Melee on the list.
I appreciate that pick.
I'm just so happy it's not 1. I'm so happy I did not make the trade with Eric. No,
I wanted it so bad.
After Dwarf Fortress got vetoed for 1, that was going to be my next pick for 1 if I got it too.
I do want the audience to specifically know that it belongs at either 1 or 2, but I don't have those nominations, so I can't put it there.
Y'all can herald me as the champion for not making that trade. I appreciate all of you. I've saved all of you from having to deal with that.
You can all bash
garbage.
Axel specifically for not putting it at number 1 or 2.
Yeah, man. It's a great game. I can't say shit else. It's a great game.
Top 5?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's another one of those games that, like, they've released how many sequels after that one, and everyone still was like, nope, that's the only one to play.
It's the best one.
It's got to be a good game for that to happen.
So
there's only 2 options competitively. It's melee or ultimate, and that's it.
And ultimate, if ultimate was melee, like if I had to pick choice between them, like playing online at a given moment with as many players, melee wins every single time.
Yep.
What's the release date for that game?
I also might take Project M, but that's not a real game. It's a mod.
It's got to be like what, 2003?
2001. That is very close to not counting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought it was 4, but
I mean, it stood the test of time. 14 years, still going strong.
Ben, am I just good to write that PS4 game at 4?
14.
24 years.
24 years.
Fuck!
Yeah, we're fucking old.
Yeah, we're ancient, aren't we?
Oh my god,
So-
my soul just died.
Yeah.
What was your question, Axel?
Am I just good to put that PS4 game at 4?
Do you want it at 1?
There's
I
no
could
way-
put something else at 4.
There's no way they'll allow it at 1. Zero fucking chance they allow that at 1.
Yeah,
I
I still have 2 vetoes, and only one of them's going to Dwarf Fortress.
I think it's illegal if a Halo game doesn't make this list.
To be fair, my pick at 2 is going to be either Halo 3 or Half-Life 2.
All right, well, I'm willing to take that gamble then. So I can take Ghost of Tsushima here at 4.
That's not the PlayStation game I thought was going there.
So this is what I was pretty sure you were gonna pick, and I've just been contemplating in my head this whole time whether I think it belongs in the top 5.
So here's my argument. There's a lot of RPGs out there that try and do a lot. There's a lot of them that get way too bloated and awful as a result. Assassin's Creed, the modern ones, are a perfect example of that. Ghost of Tsushima is a perfect example of a perfectly sized RPG made with all the right things in mind that perfectly balances itself. It has phenomenal combat, some of the best RPG action combat that you can have. It's challenging to the point that some people had called it a Souls-like. It is super rewarding to get good at, but it is also, with all of the like frustration and stress that can come from having to master those combat systems, it is equally balanced out by one of the most beautiful game worlds out there. Just phenomenal to look at. It drips and just oozes its own like fantasy and style of what that game offers. It really sells just what it's trying to do really, really well. And it manages to also be like the most zen possible gaming experience to just like vibe into and just kind of meld into the world and just experience, which is something that a lot of games are hard to do nowadays, is to like just experience the game. It just kind of becomes like the checklist, the getting through it and whatnot. This one is just for me, turn off the brain, go have a good time. Yeah. Also, it's just creative and fun, right? Like a lot of the old like kind of like 3D platformers and stuff became collectathons and whatnot, and then a lot of RPGs have kind of tried to do a similar thing to that, where it's like, go collect all the things, and it just becomes boring. Ghost of Tsushima ties your progression to those things, but does it in a meaningful and interesting way, and none of them are done so painfully often that you just like hate doing it, and they're all polished and like pleasantly enjoyable enough that it doesn't get old. Like following the foxes around, learning how to do the parkour things to get through those things, the birds, the making just poetry, using the like wind, which they even give a narrative reason for that, which love that attention to detail, but using the wind to guide you instead of just like putting arrows on the ground like every game does nowadays. The game it's a complete package that's just fun to play and knew exactly where to stop.
I mean, it's totally fair argument. Like, I don't question at all that it does a lot of things very well, but it doesn't really feel extraordinary or unique to me.
I disagree immensely. It takes a genre and a style of game that has been done a whole lot and just dwarfs all of them.
I wouldn't say dwarf.
Left field.
Dwarfs.
I love what that game I'm somebody who bounced off it for the time I spent with it. I love what that game did, like graphically, and like you said, tying your progression to all the collectibles you find. Like doing every collectible feels like it has meaning. I do think in the middle it gets to be too many collectibles. Like there's always a bird, a wind, a this, that, the other to go find, and that's kind of where I bounce.
That's a choice you decide to make.
Right. I just don't. I think it could be a little more focused, but for what it is, and I think this is by far Sucker Punch's best effort. Like man, and don't get me wrong, they've put out some bangers. Infamous 1 and 2, yeah, the slide games are awesome, but with Ghosts, it feels like they were like, hey, we've taken everything we've learned, and now we're gonna put out something that's insanely good. The way y'all are talking about this game makes me think I'm gonna go reinstall on the PS5.
It's worth every minute.
I love that game.
Eric, I need to know if you're going to veto this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get onto. So again, those are all details and stuff that like I said, I think they did a lot of things extremely well. I still personally don't think it is unique enough for the top 5, but I think that you've convinced me enough that I don't think I'm going to use a veto on it. But I still don't believe it belongs in the top 5.
Yeah.
I will accept it with protest. I'm fine with that.
Veto.
Top rope. From the top. My man with the sniper shot from halfway across the goddamn, goddamn. All right, Ben, what you got? What's your other pick?
I just want to make sure that this is happening and not just for the lulz. Are you actually vetoing it?
I am actually vetoing it.
Can I get an explanation why?
I think we can get a better top 5 than that. I think there are so many good games out there that we can have a game on there that I'm happier with and everyone here is happier with.
That is crazy. Okay.
I'm gonna cry and scream and whine.
I hope they have one veto left because it's going to be put in one. Make them waste veto here, Ben.
Why?
So they don't have any more for one.
I mean, I could put Fortnite. I could put Roblox. I don't think that's fun though. To just like suck vetoes out.
I also wouldn't be vetoing those.
All right, well, we're gonna put the ET game. No, wait, that doesn't fit. That's not in the right time frame.
Christ, I was so pumped. I feel so like disgusted right now.
I put all that effort, all that like love into like selling this thing because I feel so passionately about that game. Sucker Punch, if anyone somehow watches this, like bless you. I love you. Okay, number 4, I'm gonna go with Minecraft.
I can't.
So
You don't
funny.
have to defend it.
This is
You don't
the
have to
most
defend it.
disappointing fucking Final 5 now. I'm so happy now.
You can pick it at number 1. I don't have any vetoes left.
Really doesn't.
I can't argue Minecraft. I don't even think you have to hit the points. It's Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minecraft is it's fucking Minecraft. Like
From like the most
everyone
passionate
plays
thing ever
Minecraft.
to like just phoned it in. Like we all knew what. Just pick the inevitable.
Everybody fucking has played Minecraft.
I mean, if we were looking for a better list, this instantly is no longer the better list.
It strictly is.
It strictly isn't. There's no passion in that pick. Nobody gave a shit about that pick. That really shows that it was not the better pick.
It's not that there was no passion. It's that there was no argument.
No.
There was no reason or cause to say anything other than that's an amazing game.
I veto Minecraft.
The game itself.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck
Sure,
Minecraft.
go ahead.
Are we actually doing this now? Are we just in a circle of spite?
I legitimately don't give a shit about Minecraft.
This is where I think a GTA probably belongs, but I haven't played really any of them, so I don't have much of a real draw to them, so we're gonna glean on past that. It feels weird to not have World of Warcraft on this list somewhere, but I also don't care much for World of Warcraft, so I'm just giving you a bunch of punked answers right now. For number 4, we're gonna go with Halo 3.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was just gonna drop and I was gonna put it at 1 and probably nobody would have given me any.
It doesn't. It's a game that I am personally not a fan of, but I can't contest that it's an incredible game.
Like I might have picked Halo 2, but like the people have made the argument a lot of times, and I am like coming around that the Forge mode puts it over the top, right? Like
Yeah, it does. And like the amount of custom games and like honestly, budding game developers that got their start making Halo 3 maps is insane.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like most, like a lot of shooter studios are popular with kids. If you go with guys, if you get something like, oh, well, how'd you start? Well, I was making maps in Forge, and I figured out I liked it, so I stuck with it. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest, like you could pick any of the first 3 Halos. They all could fit in that top 5. If we're being honest, Halo 1 revolutionized first-person shooter is like no one's business. Halo 2 was the perfect sequel. Like you couldn't have asked for more. It did everything the original did, and then delivered more, and was awesome.
They wanted the online multiplayer that Halo 2 had for Halo 1, and when they were making Halo 2, we're like, we're just getting this multiplayer online. That is what we're here to do.
Yeah, and they nailed it, and like it was iconic. And then Halo 3 was like whenever you're like, oh yeah, you know, they're not going to be able to do it. The third one's where it's going to fall apart. It's hard to make a trilogy of great things. No, like Halo 3 is like capped out one of the best trilogies in video game history, and I don't think it's very close.
Halo 3 is absolutely top 5. Any of the Halos, but for me, Halo 3 is my favorite. So I'm happy with this. Yeah, fuck. C. It's time for number 3.
I'm going to go with the Lord of the Rings of video games, Dwarf Fortress.
All right, which one of us?
Thought you were.
I'll use one of mine. I'm just gonna veto it.
I
mean,
really
we
thought
all
you were
knew it was
to put-
happening.
I thought
that we
Lord of the
all
Rings
used one.
game.
In that case, I'm going with a backup I had prepared. I didn't expect to have to use it. Baldur's Gate 3.
Fuck! That's what I was going to put at 1. Fuck.
I think it is fine in the top 5. I don't think it belonged at number 1, so I'm very
3.
content with this.
I'm
think-
glad it's a 3.
I think Baldur's Gate is an incredible case study in what you can pull off if you have a preset set of mechanics that you do not have to build yourself, and then continual financial investments in some of the weirdest ways possible. Like the story of Baldur's Gate 3 will be written about in a book one day, and it'll be people are going to like lose their mind about what it took to make that game.
I was going to put it there just because I think it had the biggest appeal and brought so many different types of gamers into a genre of game that most people didn't play. So many people who didn't play those types of games played Baldur's Gate.
And like,
It's wild to me, like how much time there was between Baldur's Gate 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, and how different of games they are. Because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were incredible games, phenomenal, huge games. But Baldur's Gate 3 was able to make its incredible success also through a completely different game style, which I think is big.
yeah. I mean, just the fact that they released a complete game that worked well, was amazing on every possible like front, like story, gameplay, length, like everything you want out of a game was there, and then they kept improving it after for free to the point where the game that's out right now is incredibly better than an already perfect game. And that brings us to the second pick.
Karsten.
Well, I don't have to pick a Halo game now, and I think there's another
Opens
shooter
you up.
Yeah, I think there's another shooter that deserves to be here. I think it is arguably the most important game.
Please don't pick it.
I have to.
Please don't pick it because I'm picking it at 1.
Are you for sure gonna pick it at 1?
I'm going to pick the whole collection at 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Hold up.
I'm
What
like
am I back up
99% sure that's what you're referencing.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about here.
In this case, at number 2, I may have to go with Fortnite. I don't love it, but I use a point.
Luke's eyes blew up.
Again, I'm definitely not vetoing this because the game, I think, unfortunately, even though I'm not a fan of how it is now, needs to be there for its impact and how good it was for the first couple years.
Yeah, for better or worse, the industry is the way it is now because of Fortnite. And I can't, in good conscience, say that this isn't one of the best, most impactful games of the past 25 years. It's legitimately...
I don't know about best, but certainly most impactful.
Dude, I remember getting my first fucking Victory Royale and freaking the fuck about it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's...
look,
Didn't
not my-
taste as good as a chicken dinner.
never had a chicken dinner winner.
It didn't taste good as a chicken dinner, but I can't deny that it's a very well made shooter that continues to improve itself and innovate in ways that driving the entire industry forward. it's a hell of a game. And,
Innovate,
like,
I will agree with you with. Improve,
Yeah,
not necessarily gonna agree with that one.
innovate and influence. Yes, I'm gonna agree with Eric on the improvement part.
yeah, I mean, so like I looking at what's left. There's some games I absolutely love, but in good conscience, it's got.
I mean, the person who vetoed Psychonauts doesn't have any vetoes left, so.
But there's no way that can be in the top 5. But
So you are putting
Like-
Fortnite?
yeah,
I'm putting Fortnite.
Fortnite. It's
Hate it,
what
but-
it did in the first couple years was phenomenal. It was very different. It adapted and adjusted constantly, and was just very fluid with their community. Unfortunately, I think after the first year or two of its existence, they started pandering too much to the younger, like the very young age group that plays it, which their group is too focused on new and not focused enough on realistic playability and balancing. I
Boomer.
believe they just kept spitting out something new and busted every week because that's what the really young kids got excited about, and I don't think I think it destroyed the game. Although, I'm going to say one more thing, which is a little controversial. I believe that what actually destroyed their game was the first, one of the first major updates they did was when they changed building from being what it was to the much more rapid and fluid version that it is now. And that, in my opinion, is what destroyed that game.
You know, Eric is speaking truth here.
I'm putting on the list Fortnite first 2 years.
I think Fortnite in general, but yeah.
I think Eric, the last thing that Eric said there is might be the truest statement of the fucking 25 pick. When they started fucking making building a thing where you can just do a 360 jump,
Yeah,
it became
hyperfluid.
a completely different game.
Like the gap between players became like essentially unclosable.
All right,
yeah.
Axel, it's all you, brother.
Honestly, I'm much happier with having Fortnite in the top 5 than Minecraft, and I'm not gonna
I'm
feel
not,
bad
but
about it.
it's fine.
I still think Minecraft
Yeah.
deserves a spot there. Like, it completely developed an entire genre of games.
Sure, it's just
Yep.
not a game for me.
Procedural content generation wouldn't really exist in the public eye, which is
Yeah.
what a lot of games run
And
on
you know
nowadays.
what?
Actually,
Game you can
every
thank for
game.
Minecraft?
Oh my
No,
god!
I don't think
I
so.
swear to God,
No,
I
no,
swear to
no.
God, at one, I think everybody will know what's about to be picked, and if you don't, then I don't know what to
RuneScape.
tell you. It's the orange box.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
The orange box.
Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal.
Yeah.
And
The
all of the
complete-
Half-Lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Episode
Half-Life
1,
1.
Episode 2, Team
That's
Fortress,
not
Portal.
a game. That's a bundle of games.
No, it's a game. It came out as a singular game.
Yeah.
It came out on a disc.
It came
Or
out.
a
It was
bundle.
sold as a
It
singular
is not
game.
one game together. That is a group of games.
It is.
Most
The orange
people
box?
most people that played any of those games played them because they bought the orange box.
Yeah.
That's almost
Which
the
is
only
fine.
way.
You can
were.
buy a bundle and be happy and play all the games because you bought a bundle. That is not one game.
It is one game.
We put up
Absolutely not.
UFO 50. Would that be 50 games or one game?
It's one game designed for mini games. That's like saying, is Mario Party a game, or is each mini game a game?
There are multiple full games in UFO 50 that take like 5-6 hours to complete.
They
That's
were
like-
into one game. These were different games put into one box.
The orange box itself does have its own set of reviews.
Yeah. It's considered its own product. And like in reality, man, the orange box, I can't argue it. Because Half-Life 2 by itself probably could be number 1.
Also, two of those games could only be played on the orange box.
Yeah.
So just as a side note, the Steam
Two
page
of
says-
those games, not
The
one
Steam-
game.
That's not the argument that you think it is.
The Steam page says the orange box is a bundle that includes 5 titles from Valve. That's what
Bundle.
the Steam page
Because
says.
they were all released later as singular games. When they came out, that's not how it was. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
the
y'all
Portal-
have vetoes. If you want to veto it, veto it. That's a mistake, but if you want to veto it, veto it.
If you do not pick one game, I will be vetoing.
I'm not picking one game. I'm
Okay,
picking the
veto.
orange box. That's
Well, now you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time, Axel, and put Dwarf Fortress here.
Number one game of
After
all
this whole
time.
video.
Axel, I gave you one pick. Time to give me my pick back.
what pick did you give me?
Bloodborne?
No, you put Bloodborne to bother me at that number.
But then you said thank you.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. It was done with malice. I just didn't react.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what's still on the table here.
Oh shit! I can do that.
You could
Oh,
can.
that's gross. I'm doing it.
do it.
I'm putting.
I
Ghost
knew
of,
it was there when I used my veto.
I'm putting
like,
Ghost of Tsushima at 1.
I'm
Oh.
gonna be so bad. It's not the number one game.
You
Yeah,
monster!
It's not the number one game.
I thought you were going with something else, but
We already sent the number one game to the moon. What do you want?
I sent a bundle of games to the moon.
And then put it in number one.
I can't put Half-Life 2. Orange
not?
Box got vetoed. That game is gone. If here's my thing. If I put Half-Life 2 right now, I admit that Eric is right.
So put Portal 2.
Factually,
the same thing.
If I put no,
I
Portal
guess
2,
Portal 2
Portal
wasn't
2 is
in
an
that one.
external
It was
game.
in-
If I put Half-Life 2 right now, I am saying that Eric's veto is correct. I won't do that. I won't do it.
Elden Ring?
Let it be known, list, that the correct answer is Half-Life 2.
The
But we-
correct
Yeah,
answer
I-
was the Orange Box.
All right, Axel, what's your pick?
I mean, there's GTA 5, there's World of Warcraft, there's Red Dead 2.
I mean, you can sneak
a lot of
Elden Ring
those-
on here, probably.
Elden Ring,
Hades.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Hades at 1.
Yeah, I
It
thought
might
you
be
were
the
gonna
best game of
take
all
it-
time. I don't know. It's a great
I thought
game.
you were going to take Hades at 6, but
I thought about it. I thought that outside of you and Luke, it was never going to pass.
Honestly, not a strong roguelike showing on this list.
I don't think we have a single one.
No, we do not.
we
God
Don't
damn it,
start
I
now.
just want Half-Life 2 on this.
If only there was a way, Axel. If only there was a way.
Axel, let your pride go. Put Half-Life 2 on there. I want to eat my turkey burger.
I still stand by that the Orange Box should work.
It got vetoed. It vetoed fair and square.
So, guys, pick number one. We beat around the bush.
Half-Life 2.
I'll say
Hey!
it's
it's one of the fucking best shooters of all time.
Yeah.
Let's go through the list real fast once. And then let's fucking do. Man, I can't believe Orange Box. I was so ready. I think Orange Box was such a perfect pick for one.
I mean, as long as the game is talked about, I think that's considered a victory.
yeah, in a way.
Is it?
At 25, we have Soul Calibur 2. At 24, we have Apex Legends. At 23, we have Hunt Showdown. At 22, we have StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. At 21, we have Assassin's Creed Black Flag. At 20, we have Borderlands, the original one. At 19, we have Pokemon Crystal. At 18, we have Bloodborne. At 17, we have Persona 5. At 16, we have Destiny 1. At 15, we have Kingdom Hearts 2. At 14, we have Elder Scrolls Oblivion. At 13, we have Mario Kart Double Dash. At 12, we have Street Fighter 4. At 11, we have The Last of Us, the remaster. It doesn't matter. At 10, we have Dark Souls 1. At 9, we have Guitar Hero 3. At 8, we have Shadow of the Colossus. At 7, we have Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. At 6, we have Resident Evil 4 Remake. At 5, we have Super Smash Bros. Melee. At 4, we have Halo 3. At 3, we have Baldur's Gate 3. At 2, we have Fortnite. And at 1, we have Half-Life 2.
Solid list.
Let us
I'm not
know.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
We couldn't find the tracks to save our lives until probably around pick 15, 14.
I think
We're-
it's lower than that, but
Somehow
maybe.
we found a way to survive. We
I
found a
think
way to
from
survive.
pick 11 on, it's pretty much a great list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going on a different channel for good takes.
I think everything in the top 10 deserved to be in the top 20, but I'm not sure realistically if it all gets in the top 10 if you go in a larger spread of votes.
So yeah, guys, that's the top 25 games of the past 25 years. Let us know what you think. We've got opinions. We know you do too. So leave a comment, subscribe, let us know. We love to interact. Let us know how we messed up. But most importantly, we've been Certified Bad Takes. We'll be back in a couple of weeks or next week with a brand new topic, brand new video. And for everybody here, signing off. Peace.